Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm working on the Simon Says Stamp July kit, and I'll give you a sneak peek of the first card at the end of this video. I wanted to show the last 6 cards. I made a bonus card because I always short you guys 10 cards sometimes from the Hero Arts June 2018 kit. So here's number 6. It's a flat card. I kind of used the ocean to curve it along the edge. I was tired of doing straight oceans. I also had to do it twice. So I ended up trying to just dab on with white acrylic paint. Actually, I think I used the unicorn pigment ink. Just trying to make some sea foam, and then I did some more in the ocean so it wouldn't look strange. I think I'm gonna make this more white like it is down here where it meets the sand. I used antique linen and vintage photo to blend to make the sand. And then I know this looks hard to read, but I double stamped it because I wanted it to look like it was washing away as the water met with it. First I stamped it in Gathered Twigs. I stamped hello. Then I stamped it in Versamark and used the sand embossing powder. I also stippled along the edges some white pigment ink, some Gathered Twigs, and some Lawn Fawn dough colored ink just to make it look more realistic. And I think I did some Gathered Twigs in here too, but not as much. I mostly did it around the edges. And then I trimmed the edges with this really cool guillotine paper cutter that I got from my grandmother. It's an antique. It's the first time I've used it, and the thing is still as sharp as ever, but it only cuts this decorative edge. It's so cool. It's so dangerous. I have to keep it out of reach of the kids. This What Are You Up To? This came, if you remember, in the bikini stamp set from last year's kit during the summer. And if you can see, the base of the card behind there is actually the ocean side of the paper that our stamps and dies were stuck to in the kit. And I think that looks really cute. Card number 7, I actually used the Waves stencil from a Hero Arts kit last year, the Mermaid kit. I'm pretty sure that was the kit. Now I'm getting myself confused thinking maybe it was the Simon Says Stamp kit. No, I'm pretty sure it was the Hero Arts kit. Okay, so I used a piece of blue foil paper. I used my blue topaz glimmer paste because I was really dying to try it, and I used the wave stencil from last year's kit. Then I popped up this 2-inch strip on a piece of foam tape. I did this the same way as I did for card number 6 with the ink for the sand, except I also went in with a darker color after the vintage photo. I did the footprints and the sentiment, life is better with sandy feet, which, by the way, I thought I would be using a lot more when I first saw this kit, but I think I only used it this one time, maybe twice total, I can't remember. Anyway, I did those in Versamark, and then I used my Nuvo Rich Cocoa or hot cocoa embossing powder so that it would look like it was wet. And that's it. Simple card, but it turned out really nice. I like the way it looks. Card number 8, I wanted to do a sympathy card, and I recently watched a video with the technique of stamping in Versamark using my Perfect Pearls, which I don't get to use often, and then with the second layer lifting it by just pushing the stamp onto the Perfect Pearls. And I think it turned out really cool, and I wanted to do all one color, but I didn't want it to be a dark, dreary card. So I went with purple, and I did the clouds in the Forever Purple, I'm pretty sure it's called, Perfect Pearls, and then did the lift technique. But before I did that, I did the whole base of the card in Shaded Lilac and Milled Lavender Distress ink, just to make a light colored background. I did the ocean upside down only with the second layer, and did the perfect pearls, and then I did the lift technique with the third layer of the ocean, so it would look like more clouds, like they were above the skyline. I used my lacy border die from Lawn Fawn. I also cut out this using a half of the banner die from Lawn Fawn, and used it with some sympathy sentiment that came in the kit. And then I used the bird stamp from the kit, and then I used 3 single birds. Actually, I think I just put the bird stamp with only 1 bird on my stamping block, and that's how I stamped them. Excuse my fingers, I've been messing around with ink. The base for this card is on a piece of the Lawn Fawn 6x6 watercolor paper, light purple, and the base of the card is also purple. And I think that really turned out nice. I was going to try it in a couple other colors, but I ran out of time. Maybe later. Card number 9. I'm really loving this waffle flower die. I think I've used it the last 3 kits. So I used the waffle flower A2 grid panel die. And after I cut it out, which I cut it out on craft cardstock, I Versamarked the whole thing and covered it in the sand embossing powder. And this is also a flat card. I cut a piece of the whitewashed beach board and put it behind the grid. And then I used a whole bunch of the stamps from the kit in different colors. So this one's pink with another layer of Plastic Flamingo by Lawn Fawn. And this one's just pink. Then I used the Rock and the Mermaid gray from the kit, and then purple, I think it was Sugar Plum by Lawn Fawn. I use so many browns for these cards, I do not remember. I'm pretty sure it's Dough and Walnut by Lawn Fawn for the starfish. And then I have the beach balls, and they were done way back when I started card number 1 through 5, so I don't remember what colors those are in. I did the palm trees in fresh cut grass and walnut for the stems, and that back one was done in bamboo leaves by Memento. The sailboats, I think that was Merman and Dandelion, or maybe that was Sunflower by Lawn Fawn. This one was the blue, the deepest ocean, I think, that came in the kit. This was the gray that came in the kit, and this was Lobster Red by Lawn Fawn. This beach sign, I needed one more picture, and I have a small beach set that had a sign that said beach, and I had some seagrass and a couple seashells, so I just used the beach sign because I needed one more thing. And then I covered them all with the Nouveau Crystal Glaze, and they're sparkly. I can't remember if I ran my sparkle pen over it. I'm new with the Crystal Glaze. Okay, so I must have ran my, I don't remember doing it, guys, although I was up late these nights, past few nights. I must have went over it with my Wink Estella pen, and then I used the Nouveau Crystal Glaze because I wanted to try it out. Now look, I did use it twice. I also used Life is Better with Sandy Feet, did some footprints, and that's it for card number 8, 6, 9, card number 9. No, card number, 9. Oh my goodness, guys, I don't know how to count when I do these videos. Card number 10 was where I did the bonus card. They're similar, but they're not exact. So this was originally what I was going for. I went with stamping all of these in multiple colors and then going over them again with Versamark so I could emboss them with clear embossing powder. I also did some of the double color stamping. I like the way this one turned out. Really pretty, pink with the brown. And then I took that and popped it up on some foam tape. I used my postage stamped rectangle infinity die from Hero Arts. And that background paper has like, it's tone on tone, but it has like coral. And I thought it brought out the front of the card really nicely. And I did this one on craft as the card base. I cut out a rectangle with my rectangle infinity dies, covered it with the sand embossing powder, and then, if you can see, I stamped out hello in Versafine ink, Versamark ink, And then I went over it with hot chocolate, hot cocoa, whatever it's called, Nouveau embossing powder. I'm sorry, I'm so tired, guys. I thought this looked cute. I put the 2 chairs on. And then the other card is very similar. Oh, I put some Yellow Bird Nouveau drops on there. I wanted to see how they look. That's also one of my things from my haul video. And I like those. They're a pretty color. So then the bonus card is right here. And I don't know which one I like better. I like that the other one has embossed stamps. And this one doesn't. I did do them in the multiple colors. And I add some birds. This little piece of strip going across here, if you can see carefully, I had trimmed off a piece of one of the oceans. And it just looks so cool on that little 1/4 inch wide strip of paper. I knew I wanted to use it for something. So it's been sitting on my desk through these cards waiting for me to use it. And I wished I had more. Probably could have made it, but that's an awful lot to go through for one little strip. So I cut it to a point because once again I used the postage stamp die. Did the same thing with this rectangle as I did with the other, embossing it with sand embossing powder. And on this one I put "See You Soon," and I think I gave my Stays On ink to somebody. So I tried it with Memento and it didn't work, and I tried it with Lawn Fawn and it didn't work. And then I tried it with VersaFine and it didn't work. So I went over it with my black gel pen, and then I put clear embossing powder on it, and this is where I made a mistake. I was trying to rush, and I did not do it on this desk because I had already put everything away, and I was over on by my sewing desk, and I was doing it right on the corner of my desk. Went to dump my extra embossing powder back into the container, hit the container with my elbow everywhere. All over my rug, all over my chair, all over the floor, all over the squares of fabric that I'm sewing for my summer quilt for my room. Everywhere, guys. So I had to go out and buy more clear embossing powder. Anyway, that's my blooper story for today. The back paper on this came from the same paper pad as the one for the previous card, except this one looks like scales and it's kind of shiny in spots. And it's like a pale blue. And I thought that brought out this card front nicely. And that's on dark blue cardstock. So those are the cards, the last 5 plus the bonus card for the Hero Arts June 2018 kit. And I promised you a sneak peek of Simon Says July 2018 card kit. So here's the first card. I used that paper with the people sunbathing and the umbrellas. And I took the time, I matted it on black. I cut out every single umbrella top and popped it up with a foam tape circle. And then I used a sticker from the sticker book, and I had to cut it apart so it would fit. But it says "Sunshine on My Mind." And that's it, nice simple card. This kit's gonna be a combination of stamps and cutouts and printed paper, because the printed paper is just so nice. Look, I got it all situated. These are the ones. I'm not sure which side I'm going to use. These are the ones that I know I want to use those sides. And here's some stuff I stamped out and colored ahead of time. So I will see you guys soon. My camera cord says that it passed customs, cleared customs, yay, and got shipped to Pennsylvania. So hopefully it'll be to my state soon, and we can start recording with a real camera. As soon as that cord comes in and we do the first tutorial with the camera itself is going to be when I do the giveaway for this month. So hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button so you know about the giveaways, and I will talk to you guys soon. Leave a comment below. Bye-bye.